Being a chosen one means facing unique and intense challenges that many don't understand. The loneliness can be overwhelming, the misunderstandings frequent, and the internal battles constant. But why is it so difficult? Because being a chosen one means carrying a special light within you, a unique mission that is often invisible to others. This light attracts both good and evil, and this makes the chosen ones face tests that challenge their faith, their strength, and their resilience. Loneliness is a test of their spiritual independence, forcing them to seek solace and guidance within themselves and in their connection with the divine. Misunderstandings occur because the vision of the chosen ones is often broader and deeper, seeing beyond the superficial and grasping truths that others are not yet ready to understand. Internal battles are intense because they are part of the process of spiritual refinement. Each challenge is an opportunity to strengthen your faith, develop virtues, and get closer to your true essence. In this video, we'll reveal the 9 main reasons why this journey is so arduous. The first reason why being a chosen one is extremely difficult is the profound loneliness. Being a chosen one often means feeling isolated and disconnected from other people. This loneliness is not just the physical absence of company, but a deep sense that few, if anyone, really understands your journey. You can be surrounded by people, but still feel misunderstood and alone. This loneliness is a reflection of your uniqueness. As a chosen one, you see and feel the world in a different way, with a sharper perception and a sensitivity that not everyone possesses. This can lead to moments when you feel separate, as if you were living on a different plane from everyone else. This isolation can be painful and challenging, making you question your own value and purpose. However, it's important to remember that this loneliness can also be a source of strength. It gives you the opportunity to get to know yourself better, to deepen your connection with your inner self and your spirituality. The second reason why being a chosen one is extremely difficult is dealing with constant misunderstandings. As a chosen one, you often see and interpret the world differently from most people. Your intentions, actions, and thoughts are guided by a deeper and often spiritual perception. However, this unique vision can be misunderstood by those around you, resulting in frequent misunderstandings. These situations can be frustrating and painful. You may feel that no matter how hard you try to explain yourself, others simply can't grasp the essence of what you're saying or doing. This can lead to feelings of frustration and alienation, making you question whether it's worth continuing to try to communicate clearly. What's more, these misunderstandings can manifest themselves in different areas of your life, such as at work, in personal relationships, and even in everyday interactions. People can interpret your actions as strange or wrong, simply because they don't share the same perception as you. This can create unnecessary barriers and conflicts, making your journey even more difficult. However, it is important to remember that these misunderstandings do not diminish the value of your vision and your truth. Being a chosen one means being in tune with a deeper reality, and this is not always easily understandable to others. The key to dealing with this difficulty lies in patience and clarity. Explaining your intentions calmly and patiently, without expecting everyone to understand immediately, can help reduce conflicts. The third reason why being a chosen one is extremely difficult is the constant internal battles. As a chosen one, you carry a burden of responsibilities and expectations that can often be overwhelming. These internal battles include doubts, fears, and the incessant search for purpose and meaning. Doubts about your own ability and worth are common. You may wonder if you are really worthy of the path you are on, or if you have the strength to overcome the challenges that arise. These thoughts can be paralyzing, making you question every step you take and every decision you make. In addition, there is the fear of the unknown and of failure. As a chosen one, you are constantly pushing the boundaries of what is known and safe, venturing into new and often frightening territory. The search for purpose can also be a significant internal battle. Knowing that you are destined for something great, but not having a clear vision of what exactly that means, can create a sense of uncertainty and anxiety. This constant search can be exhausting, leading to moments of discouragement and mental and emotional fatigue. The fourth reason why being a chosen one is extremely difficult is that you will be judged with a magnifying glass. As a chosen one, every one of your actions, words, and decisions is closely watched, often with relentless scrutiny. This constant surveillance can be exhausting and stressful, as it seems that any slip-up or mistake will be amplified and criticized. People will constantly scrutinize you, looking for any flaws. They can lie, gossip, and do wrong without consequence. But the moment you show any sign of humanity, you are labeled a fake. This judgment is not because you are not who you say you are, but because they are not who they say they are. They project their insecurities onto you. This intense judgment comes from various sources. People around you, be they family, friends, work colleagues, or even strangers, tend to have high expectations of you. They expect you to be a perfect example, to always make the right choices and not to make mistakes. This can create enormous pressure, making you feel constantly obliged to justify your actions and prove your worth. In addition, the very nature of being a chosen one implies that you are following a path less traveled, often defying conventional norms and expectations. This can lead to harsher judgments, as your choices and behaviors can be seen as unusual or inappropriate by traditional standards. This divergence can cause misunderstanding and criticism, putting you in an even more intense light. This situation can generate a great deal of emotional and mental stress. The feeling of always being under scrutiny can cause you to become excessively self-critical and worried about other people's opinions. It can be difficult to feel free to be authentic when there is a constant feeling of being evaluated. However, it is crucial to remember that this magnifying glass under which you are judged can also be an opportunity to demonstrate resilience and authenticity. Instead of trying to please everyone, focus on being true to yourself and your purpose. The fifth reason why being a chosen one is extremely difficult is that you will experience unusual cruelty. Being a chosen one means not only carrying a spiritual and emotional burden, but also facing the worst of humanity. You'll encounter jealousy, hatred, and constant comparisons, since your presence and who you are can make people deeply uncomfortable. This discomfort you provoke in others often leads to petty and cruel reactions. People around you may feel threatened or insecure by your light and purpose, resulting in hostile behavior. They may try to diminish your self-esteem and value by making rude comments, being unfairly critical, or creating tense and awkward situations. This negative vibe they emanate is intentional, a way of projecting their own insecurities and discomfort onto you. Facing this kind of cruelty can be devastating. It can make you doubt yourself, question your journey, and feel isolated. It's hard to stand firm and confident when you're constantly surrounded by negativity and hostility. However, it's crucial to understand that these reactions are not about you, but about the insecurities and weaknesses of those who can't cope with your authenticity and purpose. To navigate this cruelty, it is essential to develop a strong capacity for discernment. Learn to recognize when the actions and words of others are motivated by jealousy or fear. Instead of internalizing their criticism and pettiness, see them for what they really are, reflections of your own internal struggles. This will allow you to keep a clear perspective and govern yourself according to your own values and principles. Developing a tougher skin doesn't mean becoming insensitive. but rather learning to protect your heart and spirit from negative influences. The sixth reason why being a chosen one is extremely difficult is that your enemies are afraid of you. Don't underestimate this, because a fearful enemy is dangerous and will do anything to get you out of the way. Many people are no longer here on this earth because someone feared them. When people are afraid of you and know what you are capable of, it becomes a challenge that makes your life difficult as a chosen one. This fear is a reaction to the power and potential you carry. People perceive your strength, your ability to transform and positively influence the environment around you, and this frightens them. They feel that your presence threatens the status quo and challenges their own insecurities and limitations. As a result, they may see you as a threat that needs to be neutralized. The fear of your enemies manifests itself in various ways. They may try to discredit you by spreading lies and rumors to undermine your reputation. They may seek allies to create a hostile environment, trying to convince other people to see you in the same negative way that they do. This behavior is motivated not only by fear of who you are, but also by the respect and admiration other people have for you, which amplifies their discomfort and insecurity. It's important to be aware of this fear and the dangers it poses. Not sleeping on it means staying vigilant and prepared for the possible actions of your enemies. History is full of examples of powerful and influential people who were brought down by those who feared them. To navigate this challenge, it is crucial to maintain a posture of courage and discernment. Understand that fear of your enemies is a recognition of your power and potential. Use this insight to strengthen your resolve and keep moving forward on your path with integrity and purpose. Surround yourself with loyal and trustworthy people who can offer support and protection. The seventh reason why being a chosen one is extremely difficult is that you will have persecutors, also known as monitoring spirits. There are certain people who follow us only to monitor, not to support or show love. They are only there to observe and judge. If you are chosen, I guarantee that there are people watching you, just monitoring you. These people are constantly watching you, waiting for any opportunity to criticize or sabotage your progress. They are not interested in your success or well-being, but rather in finding fault and ways to destabilize you. You feel that uncomfortable look on your face. You feel the negative energy of these people. They want you to feel it in order to distract and manipulate you. The presence of these people can create an oppressive and suffocating environment where you feel you have no space to be who you really are. These persecutors try to control you, wanting their disapproval to make you change who you are. They use your criticisms and judgments as tools to try to shape your behavior and influence your decisions. This kind of emotional manipulation can be extremely draining, making you question your worth and purpose. However, it's crucial that you don't let these negative energies get to you. Don't mind it. Don't worry if no one likes you. Just keep being you. Your authenticity is your greatest strength, and to give in to the pressure of these persecutors would be to betray the essence of what it means to be a chosen one. Keep your focus on your path and on the things that really matter. The eighth reason why being a chosen one is extremely difficult is that you will face inhuman expectations. As a chosen one, people tend to put you on a pedestal, expecting you to be infallible and perfect in every way. These expectations can be overwhelming and impossible to fulfill, creating constant pressure to meet unrealistic standards. People expect you to always have the right answers, to never make mistakes, and to be constantly available to help others. This idealized vision of who you should be can make you feel trapped, unable to show your true humanity and vulnerabilities. At any sign of failure or weakness, you can be quickly judged and criticized, further adding to the weight of these inhumane expectations. What's more, this pressure to be perfect can come from various sources, including family, friends, work colleagues, and even strangers. Everyone seems to have an opinion on how you should live your life and what you should achieve. This can lead to emotional and mental exhaustion, as you feel obliged to fulfill all these expectations, often at the cost of your own well-being. This situation is exacerbated by the fact that, as a chosen one, you also tend to be extremely self-critical. You feel a responsibility to live up to the expectations of others, while at the same time dealing with your own internal expectations. This can create a vicious cycle of self-judgment and frustration, where you never feel good enough. To navigate these inhuman expectations, it's essential to remember that you are human and that perfection is unattainable. Allow yourself to make mistakes and learn from them, recognizing that each failure is an opportunity for growth. Accept your vulnerabilities as part of your path and not as something to be hidden or denied. Learning to set clear boundaries is essential to protecting your mental and emotional health. Saying no is sometimes necessary to preserve your energy and focus. Surround yourself with people who understand and respect your limits and who offer genuine support rather than unrealistic expectations. Finally, the ninth reason why being a chosen one is extremely difficult is that you will often feel out of place, as if you don't belong to any group or environment. As a chosen one, your vision and purpose are often unique, which can make you feel out of place or misunderstood, regardless of where you are. This feeling of not belonging can be triggered by the way you see and experience the world. Your perception and understanding of things tends to be deeper and more complex, which can create a sense of disconnection with those around you. In social, family, or professional settings, you may feel that you are on a different frequency, unable to fit into conventional molds. This sense of dislocation is compounded by the fact that the people around you may not share or understand your passions, your visions, or your purpose in life. They may find it difficult to relate to your ideas and aspirations, leading to a lack of connection and support. This disconnection can make you feel isolated, even when you are physically surrounded by other people. In addition, the pressure to conform and fit in with social expectations can be intense. You may feel a constant internal struggle between being true to yourself and trying to fit in to be accepted. This duality can be emotionally draining, causing you to constantly question your identity and worth. So, my friends, facing these challenges is not an easy task. Even when it seems like the whole world is against you, there is a greater force that guides and sustains you. The feeling of isolation, the pressure to be perfect, the harsh judgments, and the fearful enemies are inevitable parts of this journey, but they are also opportunities for growth and transformation. In conclusion, the path of a chosen one is not easy, but it is incredibly rewarding. Embrace the challenges, stay true to yourself, and trust the journey. Remember, you are not alone, and your struggles are shaping you to be the person you are meant to be. If there are more challenges you're going through, write them here in the comments to enrich our discussion. Thank you for watching, and may you find strength and peace on your path.